Let me begin really by thanking the two leaders, Senator Menendez and Senator Isaacson, for stepping forward and building such a broad coalition that is going to be necessary to present our case to the American people and to the Congress about the changes that need to be made, which Senator Menendez, I think, has explained in very good detail. I think it's noteworthy, and I hope promising for those observing, that bipartisan common sense coalitions can be built. You're looking at one today. Not only do we have senators here representing every part of the country and different perspectives, but we're also joined by our friends from the House. I want to recognize Cedric Richmond, my congressman, Maxine Waters, who is a leader in the House of Representatives, chairman of the committee, and Bill Cassidy from Louisiana.
And Walter Johnson.
I'm sorry, and Walter Johnson from North Carolina. I'm sorry. So we've got both the House and the Senate, members from very different parts of the country here to address a problem that must be addressed as quickly as possible. I also want to thank the realtors, the national realtors, the national home builders, and many of our community bankers have stood up, raising the alarm, signaling the alarm, explaining that while it is a disaster for individual homeowners and our minds and our hearts are on them, this is a real threat to the economic well-being of many communities, whether it's North Dakota, Louisiana, California, or the East Coast. If David would just step towards me for a minute, I'd love to show you all. These are where flood maps are in effect as of July 2012. The proposed flood maps introduced and new flood maps. I think it's safe to say that there's virtually no state that is exempt from this challenge. Second graph, Matt. These are some examples of homes from Louisiana. We started on our website, and every senator here has done this, and House member reached out, My Home, My Story. In just a few days, we got 100, Congressman Waters, pictures of homeowners. These are not mansions. There's no beach in sight here. There's no fancy-dancy anything that you can see in these pictures. The point of this whole bill is we have priced middle-class people and retirees out of the market, middle-class people that live where they live because that's where they work. And their work is important to us, to our economy, whether it's in my state, oil and gas drilling, fishing, commercial fishing, recreational fishing, tourism, ecotourism, etc. So we have many members here. I won't go on, but I just have to say how proud I am of the leadership, both House and Senate, bipartisan leadership at a time when it's hard to find any common ground. We have worked hard to find common ground to help 5 million people that have flood insurance, many of them in the state of Louisiana, and for people that may get pulled in to something that was really unintended, and we must fix it as quickly as possible.